Hey guys, so today I have another declutter for you, and this is all high-end or luxury products. So I will be sending all of these to Glambot. So please don't ask in the comments for any items to be sent to you. A lot of these products are used, and even the new ones, I don't do giveaways through these declutter videos. So without further ado, I will start with the first item, which is the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette. And this came out a few years ago, I think after she released the initial Champagne Pop highlighter. And I was planning on decluttering this even before the whole drama with her lipsticks came out. So this isn't kind of a cancel type declutter necessarily, but I hadn't really been using it, and I decided that I already had Champagne Pop in the full size. I have blushed copper in a palette, and Pearl was the only shade that I didn't have, so that was why I was holding on to this. And you can see there it's pretty immaculate, really. But I did pick up Pearl from Costco not too long ago, so this was how it was packaged. And Pearl is probably the shade that's best for my skin tone out of all of these. And Costco had these for, it might have been half off the original price, so I went ahead and picked this up so that, you know, I could get rid of this without missing out on the Pearl shades. And I guess similarly, I'm getting rid of the Anastasia Self-Made palette. This was a limited edition palette. I never really loved how raised this was. I found it kind of, I guess, more difficult to store. And this was another palette where you can see it still has the brush there and everything. I was still holding on to it for the Pink Champagne shade, which is one of their, I think, best sellers. And I think I know I filmed it. I'm not sure if I ever uploaded it, but I purchased Pink Champagne in a single, so I decided that if I had it in a single, I didn't need this whole palette and I could get rid of it. So, of course, now once I look at it, I'm like, huh, it's a really pretty shade. Doesn't feel very smooth though. It's a bit crumbly. Yeah, I can definitely get rid of this. You can see a lot of these shades I never even touched. So, alright, so getting rid of that palette. Alright, another palette I'm getting rid of is this Viseart Paris Nude palette. And I purchased this one at the same time as my Natural Matte, I think it is. Still use that a ton. I never really, I guess, fell in love with this palette. I guess some of these shades are a little bit more buttery than the others. I think part of it has to do with it being an all shimmer palette, but like that one you can see is kind of glittery. It's not as, I guess, intense as I like my shimmers or metallics to be. And it's a little old now. It's the old packaging, so that means I can't take out any of these shades. They've recently changed these over so that you can pop out all of the individual shades so you can create your own custom palette if you like. And I know this is one of, I think, Temptalia's favorite palettes, but I just never really fell in love with it. So I will be sending that one off as well. And I have an Anastasia shade here that's brand new, still in the packaging and everything. This is in the shade Metal, and this was one that I accidentally purchased a duplicate of. I already had it in a single, and I think when Anastasia had their Black Friday sale, I picked it up again accidentally, so sending that one off. Okay, and this is another eyeshadow. This is from Makeup Forever, and again, this was their old style of packaging and eyeshadow pans. So I think now they are a square shape. So this was one shade that it doesn't really, I don't know, I don't love it. So I'm sending off that shade within this little trio palette. So this is another brand new product I think that I haven't touched. So this is the Tarte Blush and Glow Blush and Highlighter Duo, I guess it is. And had, I think this was limited edition packaging. I think I might have swatched it actually now that I look at it, but it's pretty enough. It has that same vanilla scent that most Tarte powder products do, and I don't love having that kind of fragrance, but I guess since I already swatched it, I mean, it feels okay. I think I got this in one of the Tarte custom kits that you can pick out. It's like 7 items for $63, and in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have gotten the kit because of all the products. I purchased I think it was like a lipstick and a waterproof version of their Lights Camera Splashes, or I guess that is the waterproof, but anyway, one of their mascaras. And so I think those were the 2 products I was most interested in. Actually, I might have gotten this as one of the items as well. This is the Tarte Pro Glow To Go, and it is, I think, 2 highlighters and a bronzer. So I think I picked this as one of the items, and that kind of allows me to declutter. My rug is shedding a little bit. One of the other items I'm getting rid of. So this is the Tarte Pro Glow Highlight and Contour Palette, and I think I got this as part of, it might have been like the FabFitFun box I got. So this opens, you can see it still has the plastic there. So this has a cream product, which is, I guess, one of the main reasons I'm getting rid of it. And it really only has a sculpting powder, and then it looks like 4 highlighters. But I just don't like having cream products and palettes like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this before I use it. And I guess I will hold on to this one. I think the bronzer is a little bit warmer. I think the other one is more of a contour shade, but I do have like the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder, so I don't even really contour on that regular basis. But so I'll hold on to that, just I guess to have another little contour. So yeah, this is the Pro Glow, this is the Pro Glow To Go. So I think they're supposed to be like, you know, companion sort of thing. All right, so that was the blush that I already showed you. And I guess this was also an item that I got from that kit. This is the Tarte Clay Stick Foundation in Fair Neutral. And I just don't, yeah, I haven't even swatched that. So I guess a stick foundation doesn't really appeal to me. I can't remember what I've heard people say about this, but I don't know. I prefer, I guess, just a lighter coverage. So I think so far we're getting, I think maybe 2 brand new products, 3 actually, with the Anastasia, and then I swatched the Blush and Glow, and everything else is out of the package. Okay, speaking of brand new, I also have this Ofra palette. I think this was part of a gift with purchase from Ulta. Has a really kind of unique structure. This is obviously their old packaging. That's kind of one of my, I guess, criteria for determining what to declutter is if the brand has come out with new packaging. I don't know. I just feel like the old stuff looks more dated, and I don't know. I'm just less inclined to hold on to it. So I think the idea with this is that you can, I don't know, you can form some sort of easel. Oops. So I don't know if you just fold it like that, I guess. I don't understand why an easel is easier to access makeup. You would think that it'd be easier to kind of dip your brush into something that's lying flat, but that's just me. So this one has, let's see. I don't know how to pronounce this word. Is it Godet? Godet, something like just the individual pans, and I think this is in Blissful. Maybe Ophir never has their names on the back of the palettes, which is kind of annoying. So, yeah. Anyway, setting that off. And I actually have another Ophir palette, just an empty palette. So I think I got this from Hotlook, and I think you can purchase this individually on their website now anyway. I don't know if it's always been that way, but I think one of the options, or the way they initially had it on their website, was just this with, you know, different shadows or whatever in it. But it always kind of annoyed me because you have to kind of line it up to put the lid on. So it kind of has those tracks or whatever that you slide this into. And for one thing, it prevents you from, I guess, putting shadows up to the edge. And it just, I don't know, it just felt more fussy. So again, this is their old style of packaging. They called it the eye palette for whatever reason. So kind of a rip off of Apple, but don't need that. And let's see, I have an old Stila eyeliner. This is partly just because Glambot requires that you send 20 full-size items, so sometimes I just have to kind of find filler products, even if I don't think that I'll get any money for them necessarily. So I have two ColourPop Super Shock shadows. This one was in Birthday Girl, and this one was in, I think, Birthday Boy, maybe. So these were like free shadows that they put out as part of their birthday celebration. Yeah, Birthday Boy. And I don't think I swatched that one, so I'll just leave that one as is. I guess the Super Shock shadows always just seem very glittery to me, so it's not my preferred formula. And it looks like this one I did swatch. It has a really cute little cupcake, and it has that bright pink packaging that you can see there. It's more glittery than like foiled, so not my favorite formula. All right, another kind of limited edition item. This is from Bite. This was their Movember 2016, and this one was cute because it has the little mustache in the lipstick. It has 2016 on it. I don't think Bite lipsticks are supposed to last 2.5 years, but I figured, I don't know, someone might be a collector and want to pick this up. I don't really want to use it anymore, especially since it has the date on it. It's a little bit more obvious how old it is. And this was, again, another older product. This was from NARS. It was called And God Created the Woman, so I think I picked it up partly for the name. And I think this was before NARS reformulated or re-released their eyeshadows, so yeah, I remember wearing this on Election Day 2016 for, I think, obvious reasons, and that didn't go so well. And I know now that it's at least like 2.5 years old. I know I had it before then, so I'm just gonna pass it on. It's a 24-month shelf life or whatever. All right, another older product. This was Bear Study Paint Pot by MAC. It's just a little bit dried out. I don't really have a ton of luck with MAC paint pots to begin with. I just find that they don't prevent my eyeshadows from creasing, and if I want to cancel out color, I'm better off just using like a normal eyeshadow primer and putting down like a loose, not even a loose, but just like a flesh toned eyeshadow on top. All right, this is another cream foundation product. This is the MAC Full Coverage Foundation. This was NW20, and I got this because I think Wayne Goss recommended it, and again, it's just a little heavy for what I like to use, so send that along. And there's a lot of convenient segues, I guess, in this video, but I am going to declutter my Wayne Goss holiday brush. This was made in Japan. It was, I think, his first holiday brush. So it's really nice and soft. There are long bristles that I think are blue squirrel hair. And I'm just gonna get rid of it because it's shedding a lot. And I haven't been using it lately, but I pulled it out and it shed on me. So maybe someone else won't be bothered by that, but I just find it kind of annoying. And again, it was a limited edition product. So again, if someone is a collector, I am very careful in how I wash my brushes. So I always make sure to kind of dry them upside down. Try not to get water into the ferrule or anything, but I guess over time, I don't know when what year this launched, but yeah, I'm ready to pass it along. And then finally, this is a product that's not too old. I think I got it during the Sephora VIB sale last year. So this is the Laura Mercier Secret Blurring Powder #1 for under eyes. And I'm getting rid of this because, as you can see on it, I would use this to set my under eye concealer. So I would have a brush, pick up the powder, apply it to my eyes, and then dip in again to, I guess, do the other eye. And it just started to, I guess, hold on to the concealer. So it's not like this is super old or anything like that. So again, it's one of those, like, I have a clean towel here, and you can remove that. In fact, I'll probably, yeah, you can see you can scrape it off. So I will probably like try and scrape off the top layer before I send it to them, just so that, I don't know, it doesn't look sketchy, but it's just like more, it doesn't look appealing when there is like that concealer kind of buildup, and obviously to try and scrape it off, you end up wasting a lot of product. So it's the I guess time it takes, or the effort to scrape it off, and then if you keep doing that, you're obviously going through the powder a lot quicker. It is a nice packaging, I will give it that. And I think I uploaded a Sephora VIB sale haul. I know I filmed a few hauls that I never got to uploading, but it is a very nice package. So it has a mirror in the lid, and then it's magnetic. So really enjoyed the packaging, but not the product. Okay, so that is it for the main products, I guess. I'm kind of torn on a few things, but I might just hold them or hold on to them for like another declutter. GlamBot requires that you send them, again, 20 full-size products. So I have my 20 here, so I'll just, I guess, maybe hold some items for the next one. Again, we are still thinking of moving sometime later this summer, so there's a chance that I might do like a huge purge, but we haven't decided yet. All right, so you can send them some samples as well, and I'll just show you quickly here what I plan to send them. So I have a lot of these foil samples from different brands that just come. I never end up using these really, so might as well send them off to possibly either get some money or have someone get some use out of them. So these are all, I think they do take like skincare samples, obviously makeup, perfume samples, and I think they ask that you like package them together, so I'll have to do that. I have 2 samples of the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray, deluxe size of those. A sample of the Urban Decay Glide On Pencil in Perversion. lots of fragrance samples. These are ones that I already have. I think, again, I think I filmed a video on how I store my perfume samples, if you're curious. And I think I actually filmed a declutter at some point, going through kind of the process of how I figure out what I already have. This is a skincare sample from Clarins. But I think there was something wrong with the footage. I think my microphone wasn't hooked up, so that was kind of lost to the world. I did film a empties video maybe a month ago now, because I didn't mention actually, I purchased a new camera a couple months ago. So I filmed that one, but I never uploaded it. This is Benefit Gimme Brow. This, I think, is a deluxe size, and it's the wrong shade of the Benefit Precisely My Brow Anastasia Brow Wiz little sample. So yeah, so in that video I mentioned that I started a new job at the beginning of March, and I think, like most people know, when you start a new job, it's a little bit more tiring, I guess. So I didn't really feel inclined to film. Smashbox Photo Finish, what would be a declutter without one of those? Another Clarins. This is a Tarte Mini in Partey, and I think this was one I got a duplicate of. The Sephora Rouge Cream in R04 the red. I think I got a duplicate of that. Kat Von D Studded Kiss. And some of these, like, they don't accept obviously used mascaras or lip glosses for sanitary reasons, but these are all still sealed up, so I feel like someone would feel confident using those because obviously I haven't used them. Some of the Becca, let's see, this is the First Light Priming Filter. This is the, again, First Light Priming Filter. I think these are just little tubes. This is the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. So that's like what their deluxe size looks like, I guess. And Tarte Hangover RX priming spray, Benefit Professional Deluxe sample. Let's see, there's a Hoola bronzer. If I can get this, try not to tear the packaging. Yeah, cute little compact. A lot of times, like Ulta or whatever those big gifts with purchase that you get, they just tend to send the same samples over and over again, so I just end up kind of accumulating a lot of the same. This was a little Nude Sticks in Illuminati, which is a cute name there. A Smashbox Duo eyeshadow in, let's see, Turned On It's Psyched, I guess are the shadows. It's from the Golden Hour eyeshadow palette, I guess. Let's see, a little Becca, this was Champagne Pop, ironically. I think I have another little mini. Becca used to put mirrors in their little deluxe sizes. I guess they stopped doing that probably for cost reasons. And this was a Laura Mercier Rose Gold Caviar Stick Eye Color. So that one's obviously not been used. So that is it. Oh, I lied. So there's another Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. So that is what I will be packing up to send to Glambot, and I might throw in some other things here or there, so I probably won't update you on the offer that they send me, but we'll see. So anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video from me after, I guess, a sizable break there. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm not going to make any promises as to when I will upload another video, but I have been kind of accumulating my Sephora purchases, especially with the Sephora VIB sale this spring, and I have my Ulta purchases from, I guess, the last couple months kind of set aside as well. So anyway, if any of that sounds good to you, please do subscribe down below, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.